Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mythgard in Middle-earth. Again, well, it's again for me, but probably for the first time for you, because, you know, like, mistakes were made. Apparently I was, like, streaming to the wrong place, like you do, you know, like, because in the end, one stream key is much like another, I find. Sorry about that. What did you miss? Here's what you missed. And it was exciting, right? You missed Gryfflet doing inventory management. I know, like, kind of amazing, right? So that's what you missed. And I did answer one question, but I'll try to summarize really quickly. Yeah, no, unfortunately, Kendall, those responsible have not been sacked, or else, yeah, that would be awkward. Yeah, so exactly, Hallgrow. There's now a deleted scene from today's stream on the other thing. The one thing that you did miss, Kendall, is that at the very beginning, Gryfflet was wandering around looking for the tomb of the unknown Beriaudur, which I'm saddened to report he did not find. So, but anyway, the question that I had answered was... the question that I had answered was about the Romans and shaving. So I'll answer that again in a bit, once I remember what on earth I'm doing. Oh, that's right. I was headed out to the camp pretty soon. So I'm going to go back to the librarian, or the non-librarian, to the guard who's not a guard officially, because she's not named Beriaudur, but who is going to send me out to the Corsair camp, so that we can go to the Corsair camp, because it's time for a little infusion of fashion into this episode, I think. So, okay, so we have Hashadir, place to lie at, something or other, and then we've got text. Okay. The Corsair camp to the south has mostly been nothing more than a nuisance, but lately, nothing more than a nuisance. Those invading armies! What a nuisance! Oh, goodness. But lately there has been a lot of activity there. A group of ships were anchored offshore for several days, and we observed a number of captains disembark. When the ships left, they weren't on them. How do they know? I fear the Corsairs may be planning something. Without leadership, they will be rudderless and will falter in any plans. Head to the camp and eliminate the captains. Okay. Can do. Sounds like fun. And slavers of men. Oh dear. There are few things in this world that make me truly angry, make my spine shudder and my fingers clench with rage. Seeing a man enslaved by another reduced to nothing but property makes my teeth gnash. The Corsairs are men who do not share this belief. Instead, they would enslave all of their enemy, put them into camps making ships and weapons, and whip and beat them until they died, and then simply replace them with the next. Several slavers are working out of the camp to the south, ensure they never get the chance to take another as property again. Okay. All right, feel strongly about this. Tolrian, the non-library guard in training, who shall someday be named Beriaudur. There is a small beach alongside the camp to the south the Corsairs have been using. They pull up their boats on it and bring supplies ashore, then row back out to the larger ships. This is an opportunity. Plant some traps along the beach. These will damage the bottoms of the boats and make them take on water when they put back to the waves. They will either sink on the way or take several precious days and supplies to be repaired. Okay, we'll trap the beach. Great. Oh, I see it. Is this where the best warehouses are? This must be, I don't know, is this the warehouse district? Not really sure. Okay. All right. Okay, so yeah, I guess maybe that's it, Phil. Maybe it's the librarians sending us out, against the Corsair camp. Okay, so let's head out to the Corsair camp and do some quests, because maybe if we complete these quests here in Dol Amroth, we shall be deemed worthy to be called Beriaudur. Okay, now how do you get out? I never went through the upper gate. Is it over here? Yes, it is. Look at that. Hi, guys. Yeah, all right. So, okay, I see the islands. And hang on a second. I can neither confirm nor deny the rumors that the Corsairs might be contemplating attack. Yeah, whoa. Is this guy following me? Hey, man. You're in my personal space here. Or, no, he's just standing in the middle of the road? This is his job? Standing in the middle of the... He's like the one-man roadblock here? Well, I guess somebody's got to keep the Corsairs out. Okay. Oh, no, hang on. I'm still in the thing. That's good. Right. Okay, straight ahead. Great. Okay, I just rode through him. Okay, well, you know, so he's not an actually very effective Guardian. Oh, what is that? Why is there a ruin up on the bluff up there? Where is that? Oh, it's where I'm headed. How delightful. What could be better? Okay. Wait, stop. Gryfflet, where are you going? The wrong way. Yeah, don't follow the road. Oh man, they're giant turtles. Are the giant turtles for us or for our enemies? Wait, uh-oh. Hang on. Saw another running Corsair. It can't be a real Corsair. That was a fake Corsair. You can tell on account of he was wearing all drab. Okay, uh-oh, there's a warband. Was that guy the warband? Okay. Time to assume stealth mode, Gryfflet. That Corsair, he was the warband, really? Okay. Okay. Oh, so the ruins are later? Huh. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. Wait, oh! Splash of purple. There it is. What's going on over there? Who invited them? Oh, okay, I can see some... I think I can see a hint of paisley around the corner. Maybe it is an extension of the Corsair camp. Okay. All right, hang on, I'm going to jump off here. Jump down the cliff. Okay, very good. Now, stealth yourself, Gryfflet. Act like a burglar. Okay. All right, so we've got the giant turtles, a fox who may or may not be a thinking fox. All right. So, no, thank you on the warband quest, though. Oh, I can't get in this way? How rude. Okay. Oh, hey there, dear. Good thing I'm stealthed. All right, here we go. Into the camp. It's oh dear. Lots of landscape quests. Defeat Corsairs. I'm probably going to end up doing that, so that's just as well. And the Corsairs at Hashadir have drawn a number of rowing boats ashore. Corsairs, draw your boats ashore. Using these to get to and from their tall ships. You should destroy the rowing boats, poking holes in the bottom. Just like... cut out the middleman as far as the traps quest is concerned. Do I still make the trap? I guess I lay the traps for future boats and actively poke holes in the current boats. Right? Okay. All right. Well, here we are. Ooh. Is that... oh, no, it's just like stonewashed. I thought he was... for a second when I saw this dude from a distance, I thought he actually had, like embroidery on his little sarong there. I love the orange lower boundary here. That is really sharp. Oh man, didn't one-shot the slaver. I guess the slavers are a little extra there. Well, I am going to do this entire fight without... get off the caltrops. Without... I did. Without initiating a critical sequence. That's not a great showing on your first attempt there, Gryfflet. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, so good to be just going into a Corsair camp feels like, you know, freshening up. It really does. Look at the pink banners just kind of jauntily lying on the top of that paisley pavilion over there. Oh, man. There's nothing like a Corsair camp. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Oh, we've got a chest. Do I have a quest for that? Or is it just, like, greed? No, just greed. Okay. Right. And I'm going to... Oh. I can enter the tent? I didn't know this was an enterable thing. I was just trying to go around. Okay, oh, there's a backpack. Look at this. There's all this loot lying around this camp. Let's see if I can set this guy's tent on fire without him noticing. Yes. Yes, I can. It just kind of slowly smolders. Maybe this paisley material is like fire resistant, or, you know, like a fire retardant fabric of some sort. So you set fire to it and it doesn't really blaze up or anything. It just kind of melts and smolders. You think? Kind of looked like that, didn't it? All right, what else am I doing? I'm looking for more slavers. I'm looking for captains. There's a captain. All right, so let's go around. All right, so while I go about trying to just do random stuff in this camp, let me explain again. And this explains, of course, why you guys were so quiet when I started up my stream eventually without changing my stream key. So what I was saying about Romans. So Tomas, I was answering Tomas's question, and Tomas had asked. Let me do it again. Was the idea of having beardless Numenorians another attempt to make them look even more like Romans? And I loved that question. You'll remember last time I wanted to make sure to note that down. Because the answer is, I think it's even cooler than that. Like, the answer sort of, but even better. Here's what I mean. So, first of all, remember the beardlessness about the stewards all comes from the nature of Middle-earth, which is awesome. The chapter on beards, in which we are told, it's just one of those wonderful places where, okay, there's the captain over there, in which Tolkien's asked a question. And he's asked this question, you know, this woman writes and asks him a question, says, like, I've been having a discussion with my friend, and is... oops, I totally hit the wrong button there, trying to attack the Corsair captain. I didn't actually attack him. I just like politely tapped him on the shoulder, actually, which was really sporting of Gryfflet, to be totally honest with you. Anyway, yeah. So this woman writes Tolkien and says, "My friend and I are having a debate. Does Aragorn have a beard?" And he responds with like way more information than I suspect that woman was looking for, which was no, Aragorn definitively does not have a beard, nor Faramir, nor Boromir, nor Denethor, nor Imrahil. And the reason none of these gentlemen are bearded is their elvish blood. Numenorians. What am I supposed to do with the Banner of Umbar over here? I don't remember a banner quest. There we go. What am I'm using it. What am I using it for? Corsairs boldly fly their colors in Hashadir, the encampment of near Dol Amroth. You should replace their banners with Gondorian colors. Oh, how cunning. If this land has not yet been claimed. Right. Replace them. Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, look, another captain. Here, why don't you fight me in here? Let's attain some more privacy, if you don't mind. Okay. So beardlessness, right? So he said that, no, they're not bearded because Numenorians aren't bearded, because elves don't have beards, and don't ask about Círdan. Just don't ask. You're not supposed to. So elves don't have beards, and... Oh, come on. That's rude. Okay. Yes, because elves don't have beards, so... and since they're of elvish descent, they have no beards. So you could tell, like, people in whom the Numenorian blood is, like, more pure because they won't have beards. So that certainly the line of Numenorian kings, like Aragorn's line, don't have beards. And the stewards, the ruling stewards also, who are of the royal house, and Imrahil for a different reason, not because he's of pure Numenorian stock, but because his family has elvish blood in it too, separately from the Numenorians, right? So for all these reasons, all of those chaps have no beards. So anyway, so Tomas was asking, so did all Numenorians have elvish blood then? No, the royal line did. So that means the descendants of Elendil, so those of the royal house. So not every Numenorian, but those of the royal house in particular. Anyway, Tomas's question was, like, did he make the Numenorians beardless to make them more like Romans, to look even more like Romans? And I love that connection because, of course, you know, as many people know, the Romans were famously beardless. The Romans were famously beardless. I pretty much invented shaving, right? The whole, you know, process and tradition of shaving. I almost said slaving because I'm fighting a slaver. I guess they didn't invent that, but pursued that in any case. Anyway, the point is, yes, the Romans were very famous for this, and it's true that the Numenorians are kind of associated with the Romans, right? They're sort of imperialism, and not to mention, like, really the whole kind of Minas Tirith thing. Minas Tirith is, Tolkien says it's around the, you know, the latitude of Italy, you know, and anyway, like the Gondorian Numenorian line has certain affinities with, you know, the Roman Empire. And it does seem to kind of accidentally, at least, kind of lean into that connection a little bit. But Tomas, the way that I like to think about it is the other way around, essentially. Not that the beardlessness of the Numenorian kings makes them look more like Romans, but it suggests that the Romans were trying to emulate the Numenorian kings, right? Because the Numenorian kings didn't have to shave. They were just beardless by nature, right? It was a sign of their royalty and their Numenorian lineage that they were not bearded. So the idea, kind of very implicit and indirect idea that, you know, the Romans shaved in order to, like, look more like Numenorians is pretty awesome, I think, actually. So... yeah, one wonders why Gryfflet has not scored a crit in a single combat all day long. Is there something, like, weird happening there? I don't really understand that. Yeah, I thought that was, I immediately thought of the Romans too, and I thought that was pretty funny. What am I supposed to do with this ladder? Let's find out. Whoop. Oh. I just go up, huh? It's funny because that ladder didn't seem like it was connected to the ladders up. I thought I was supposed to pick it up and do something with it. Okay, here we are. So from this vantage point, we're looking around. I'm still not buying these rumors about a Corsair presence planning to invade. I mean... Okay, I was going to say, these look like really uncolorful ships, but it's just the angle. You know, they're backlit, so... Okay, so we got rowing boats there to sink, or not sink, but, you know, knock holes in. And then we can lay traps probably somewhere around there. There's a tent to set fire to. All right, so yeah, there's a soft sand patch to put a trap in, I suppose. Another banner. A couple more tents to burn. I go back and kill that slaver again. How many more slavers do I need? 3. Okay. Okay, fine. Great. All right. So, anyway, so that was the lore question I answered while nobody was listening because I was on the wrong channel. Okay. Boat to the first ship. Oh. Well, that's tempting, but ooh, I like the green. Yeah, his matching turban and cummerbund there. So far, Gryfflet has not yet been detected in setting fire to tents. And that's, you know, I did it. I've burned 4 out of 4 tents and not been caught once. It's not the most burglarious thing that you could do, but yeah, setting fire to all the tents in the camp and never being caught is kind of fun. Okay, when I do my backstab from stealth, it almost always initiates a crit chain, and it's just not today at all. It's very strange. Very strange. Okay. Where is Gryfflet? I can't even... I'm so stealthy I can't even see myself. Okay. There we are. I love how nobody notices that either. So on the one hand, I'm making a statement. On the other hand, no one's really noticing the statement at all. Okay. Setting traps. Don't mind... Oop. Sorry. Don't mind me. I'm just going to now knock holes in all your boats. In perfect plain view. All right. Let me answer another lore question while I'm finishing this here. Okay. Fingen120 asks, if Sarman was the head of the Wizard's Order, why was he not gifted the Elven Ring of Fire instead of Gandalf? Answer, because Círdan knew what he was about. There's no... It wasn't a formal thing. It wasn't something that was being gifted to, like... it was Círdan's. Círdan was the one who is the keeper of that Ring of Power. He gave it to Gandalf. Hold on, never see that coming. He gave it to Gandalf because he wanted to. Because he discerned that it was the right thing to do. It was a pure piece of insight, even foresight, on Círdan's part. that he detected, he discerned that Gandalf had a very important role to play and that he should have it. This is why it's a pretty major grievance. Now, also keep in mind, the whole head of the council thing is also a good deal less formal. You know, it's an interesting change. The Order of Wizards. The Order of Wizards, when Tolkien started writing, like in The Hobbit, for instance, the White Wizards, you know, the Council of Good Wizards, seems to have been a pretty formal and concrete thing. He clearly had in mind a bunch of wizards, an indeterminate number of wizards, but more than a handful, it would seem, based on what he says. I am seriously uncertain as to what is happening here. I'm also wondering, do I have my backup weapon equipped? I don't. Why am I not fighting with a secondary weapon? And I think I just sold my secondary weapon. How did that get unequipped? I know. I was fishing, and then I sold my secondary weapon. Brilliant. Brilliant. Does this mean I don't do any like crit chains with my primary weapon ever? That's weird. Ah, Drow Snake, you're right. It was the fishmonger. The fishmonger's conspiracy to deprive me of my secondary weapon. Oh, man. Oh, man, that is insidious. That is insidious. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to go buy it back. When I get back into town, I'll buy it back. Okay, let's see. What do we still have left here? I still have another slaver and another 5 banners. Good grief. Okay. And what else do we need? Oh, find the last rowing boat and use it to get to the tall ships. Okay. I do have a quest for that boat. I didn't remember that I did. Alright, I'll go find that one. That slaver is regen, so I can always just do him again. Ooh, oh no, look at this. Okay, I should take the last rowing boat that it's not quite the last, but that's okay. I should take it out. Okay. What's the plan? Do whatever you can to wreak havoc on the tall ships. Hey, that sounds like fun. Okay. Look at that. Now officially an ally to Dol Amroth. Chaos on the sea! Okay. What do we do here? Oh man, and you spotted me? How embarrassing. But I still, like, I can't crit anybody with my primary weapon? Like, is that all? That's like, that's a normal thing? Defeat the Corsairs. More Corsairs. A second defeat Corsairs. Oh, because the other one was in the camp specifically. Okay, fine. Okay. The moving ships are really pretty cool. Okay, good. Oh, I got a treasure chest here. I'm destroying the treasure chest? Can't I, like Gandalf, put it to good use? Barrel of pitch, which looks suspiciously like the barrels of beer. Whoa, back off from that, right? Stand at a safe distance before you throw a match on that. Okay, chaos on the sea, right. So I gotta burn pitch and destroy treasure chests. Can't I give it to the poor, even? It just seems so wasteful. Perfectly good treasure chest like that. I assume I'm going to go to multiple boats, but I guess I can off a couple more raiders while I'm in the neighborhood. Did I still one-shot him even though he turned around to face me? How embarrassing for him. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the second ship. Okay. There we go. All right, so I was answering a question. What was it? Oh yeah, the ring question. So it was total. So the wizards. That's what I was talking about. So I was talking about the Order of Wizards. So when we hear about the when we hear about Gandalf's trip to take out the necromancers, the Council of Wizards was just like, apparently there seemed to be like a bunch of wizards. It was like a professional organization. It was like the Wizards Guild or like the Wizards Union or something, right? That was still clearly the concept in play when Tolkien began The Lord of the Rings. This guy's super alert. Not that it did him any good. Clearly still in place. And the Witch King was originally clearly like a rogue member of that council, right? So to be the head of the council originally did kind of mean something. Like it was sort of a more formal position, like maybe some sort of elected position or something like that. When the Council of Wizards became the White Council, which was not just a council of wizards, but like the council of, famous good guys, of whom the wizards were some, and other elf lords and powerful opponents of Sauron were also invited to the council. It became a little different. It became a little different because it was no longer the head of the Order of Wizardry in the same thing. Now that title is still used, right? He was the head of my order, Gandalf says. The head of the order and of the council are now two separate things. So Sarman is still the head of the order, but there's only 5 of them, so it's not like it becomes a little bit more of a first among equals kind of situation in the later versions of the story. But anyway, under no circumstances was the gifting of the Ring of Power something that was like, let's give this to the wizards. So we shall give it to the top wizard, so that they can figure out what to do with it or whatever. Like, that was never the point. It was a personal gift from Círdan to Gandalf, and so gifted because Círdan discerned that Gandalf was, worthy is not exactly right, but that he needed it. I'm already done defeating Corsairs? Well, that's good. I can leave that guy alone then. Okay, which one? Oh, 4th. All right, so I must be on ship number 3. Okay. And I think I've got... How many... Okay, I don't need any more treasure. Just pitch. Ah, I thought he might notice that. Okay. And now I can... Oh, it's not letting me stealth because it thinks I'm in combat. Even though I'm fighting with a guy on the other ship right now. Okay. I wonder if I move to yet another ship, if I will still be in combat. I've created a great deal of havoc. Okay, oh, there we go. I'm out of combat now. Yeah, he was originally the Wizard King. That's exactly right. The Witch King. Yes. What? Oh, I only took the boat back 3/4 of the way, did I? Okay. Whew. All right. So, what do we have left here? Let's review. Okay. Banners. Yeah, no, I still need banners. So let's put that one back up. Corsairs, right? Suspicious characters. No, I didn't get to that one yet. I did the tents. Oh, I still have a captain remaining. And one slaver. And... Okay, I did the traps. Great. So we're almost done here. Fantastic. Yeah, I know, my sabotage was really effective. Look at those ships, all burning down and sinking. Well, I'm using my imagination. Okay. This guy's a little half-hearted, you know? I mean, I really like... That green is one of my favorites, but if you were to get a matching turban, it really is a nice effect. I'm just saying, you could upgrade. You could really up your game there, Mr. Corsair, with a matching turban. Who stole the good stuff out of this backpack? That is so rude. I always take everything out of the backpacks because it's rude to leave stuff. Oh, look, it's a captain. You're standing in the middle of the pavilion. That's great. I think I'm going to have to kill this guy once. Okay. Oh, come on. Who are you? Who are you, and where's your cummerbund? Yeah, you better run. Oh, hang on. As they do, he's changing his mind. Okay, knife in the face. Oh, ha ha ha. Hoo hoo. Okay, and the course, we're done. Oh, I need a slaver anyway. Okay. Okay, let's see. There's a backpack over there. Let me advance this quest. Alright, finished that quest now. And I just need one more slaver and 5 banners. Okay, gotta make with the banners. Didn't I already do that banner? Somebody change that banner back? I gotta redo the banner now. Oh man, this one has 2 guys standing right near it. And... Ow. Fine. Oh, I should check my mail. Oh, thank you for a new offhanded weapon. That's very nice. That's very nice. Appreciate that. Here, hang on. I'll equip it. Let's see. Drag that to my offhand slot. Why didn't that work? Equipping it. Yeah, but not like in the... Yeah. Oh, I can't do it in combat? Come on, that's boring. Okay. Yes. Great. Perfect. Thank you very much. It was very kind. Okay. Yeah. I unequipped my fishing rod, re-equipped my primary weapon. What a classic blunder that is. Okay. So, let's see. What is it? It's a dagger, right? Fine Anorian dexterous dagger. How kind. That's lovely. Okay. Let's see if I can get my crit mojo back now. Oh, let's see. I've got another slaver, got another banner over there. Okay. Okay. Gryfflet has been very industrious in this camp. I'll just kill this slaver again. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I guess it's all about the secondary weapon. How bizarre. How bizarre. So as a burglar, you can only do a crit at all if you have a secondary weapon. I never knew. I never even suspected. Okay, let's see. No, not the ladder. Seriously? It equipped the ladder from here? No, I want the banner, of course. Not equipped, but, you know. No, not the stupid... Oh, I can't do it because I already did that one, even though they changed it back. So there's like no backsies on the banners. I see. Okay. All right. Let's go. Yeah, I have to go uphill. All right. So, I think it's just banners. Yeah, 2 more banners, and we're good to go. Let me tackle the a question I don't know the answer to, because it's really complicated. Soft Snake Grr was asking, could the wizards do spells with any stick or piece of wood they find, or do their staffs give their power or extra power? Complicated, man. That is so complicated, and I don't know the answer. Because here's the issue. On the one hand, there is some evidence that the staves mean something. Well, there's lots of evidence they mean something, but that it has to do with their power. The primary piece of evidence for this is, Hama and the whole door ward issue, right? And Gandalf being allowed to bring his staff in, as if apparently that made some kind of difference, so that would seem to suggest that without his staff, at the very least, both Hama and Grima believe that he would not have been able to do the same things if he hadn't had his staff. Hama seems to think it really matters. But see, the thing is, Gandalf, would seem to, refuses to be parted with his staff as well, right? But that doesn't prove necessarily anything, but it's suggestive, right? Now, one thing I would say is that in earlier drafts, it seems pretty clear. So when we're looking at, and the reason I'm talking about earlier drafts is that sometimes when you look at the earlier drafts of Tolkien's works, it's still only 6? I thought I already had 6. Still need to find 2 more? What the heck? Anyway, it matters because in earlier drafts, you can often see Tolkien talking about stuff that he removes from later drafts, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he has changed his mind. That's a relatively frequent occurrence. There's a bunch of things that he says in his early drafts that get cut, but that I am not at all convinced got cut from his head. He just decided, I'm not going to bring it up. Or I don't want to say that here, or why bring it up? There's some places where it's very likely that he changed his mind. But it is not always clear at all when he's changing his mind and when he's merely editing, basically. Saying, like, for the sake of the story, it's less effective to mention that here. I want to be... That was his very frequent pattern. His very frequent pattern was to... up here. Oh, it's a sneaky one. Another sneaky one with no banner. Okay, there we go. It was his very frequent pattern to write more, to say more in his early drafts, and then to cut as he revised. Though, as I've joked, he never really cut, or he cut things, but then he put them in his drawer, right? He had a little drawer. I'm making this up. This is not true. He had a little drawer in which he put everything that he cut out, and then he sometimes takes the stuff out of the drawer that he never really cut anything. I sometimes tease him about that. But anyway, the business about... What was I talking about even? The staffs. So, back to the staffs. Here's one of the most interesting things. There's a lot of interesting staff stuff in the Bridge of Khazad-dûm chapter, the original first draft of the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. It is clear, for instance, that Gandalf destroys the bridge by breaking his staff. Like, he breaks his staff. There's like power stored in his staff, and he breaks his staff and releases that power, and that's how he breaks the bridge. So what is so interesting about this, apart from the obvious parallels, and the really interesting fact that although that was not explicit in the text, yet Gary Gygax seems to have picked up on that nevertheless, as from the first edition of D&D, you could break your staff and release all of its power destructively, which is fascinating to me. But anyway, that seems to be what Gandalf is doing. But the point is, from within the story, the point is that Gandalf, it was an act of self-sacrifice, right? Gandalf's, death there in Moria is not like an unintended consequence of falling into the abyss. Like if the Balrog had not dragged him down with his whip, Gandalf would have been fine, right? It was an act of self-sacrifice by Gandalf from the start. We see in that first draft. Like, he was breaking his own staff on the bridge. He was taking out the Balrog, but he had to sacrifice himself in order to do it. He knew the cost would be his own power, his own life. That's an element that we can see in that first draft. That's part of Tolkien's conception for what Gandalf was doing, consciously doing on the bridge. Like that was plan A on the bridge. So there, again, in that early draft, it seems pretty clear that the staff of a wizard is not merely a prop for age. It's not just a stick that he leans upon. There is actually power in there's actually power in his staff. That this power in the Staff of the Wizard is associated, at least symbolically, with the wizard's own power and authority is clear from the breaking of Saruman's staff by Gandalf, right? I cast you from the Order and from the Council. Your staff is broken. Excuse me. Now, in that scene, it seems more purely symbolic. Is Saruman himself made weaker? Is he metaphysically diminished in an actual measurable way by the breaking of his staff? From the text, that text, in that chapter, it's not necessarily obvious that that's the case. It is certainly very important from a ritual standpoint, right? The breaking of his staff is very, very meaningful, but is it, how much impact does it have on the oomph that Saruman can muster to do stuff, right? That's a little bit less clear. But on balance, it seems to me, especially thinking of that early draft stuff, which I'm not convinced that Tolkien really got away from, I think the staff probably is important. I think that Hama and Grima probably know what they're talking about. And that it is, so it's not a random stick. Now, the question, Phil, is the staff special, or does he make it special by storing power in it? I think the latter. I don't think that, where did they get their staffs? How do they make, what happens if you drop it, right? Down a gulf or something, right? If he just dropped his staff off the bridge. Oops, there goes my staff. Well, great. Now what? Do I have to go get it? Right? Do you have to, can you make another one? Right? I don't know. I mean, we're not given any evidence that ever happens. But I have to think that this is something that they do themselves. For them to, there's no way that their staves can be a found artifact, right? I was adventuring in this dungeon and I came across this staff of command. No, that's not how it works. Clearly, that's not how it works, right? In Middle-earth. Besides, it's more personal than that, right? It's not just I happen to be the possessor of a really powerful magic staff. It is connected very personally with their own power, right? If it's connected with power at all, it's definitely their own power. The early draft of Gandalf on the bridge and the later ritual with Saruman, the breaking of those staves, makes it clear. In both cases, it's clearly attached to their own power and a diminishment, theoretically, of their own power. Anyway, so I have to think that they made their own staffs. Why? How does it work? Someone was asking about is the staff of the wizard what's the relation or similarity? Isn't it like a ring of power then? I mean, they have their own power in it, Sauron put some of his own power in the One Ring? If so, why? Doesn't that seem like a bad idea? Right? Kind of looks like a bad idea. Doesn't pan out for Sauron, right? Not to mention the fact that it's kind of evil and stuff. Now, it depends what you do with it, right? I mean, Sauron put his essence into the ring in order to, expressly to dominate other folks. So I get that. That's not what the staves are for. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird, right? I don't get it. So on the one hand, I think that the balance of evidence suggests that the staves are not purely symbolic, that the staves actually are involved in the wielding of power by the wizards. But as soon as I start thinking about the mechanisms there, it starts feeling really weird. It doesn't fit very well. And I don't feel comfortable with it. It's hard. I mean, so I guess at the end of the day, my answer is, yes, I think the staves are imbued with power. but I wish they weren't. So my answer is, do I think the staves are like, do their staves give, them power? Yes, I do think that, but I wish the answer were no, I guess, is what I would say. Sure, it's supposed to be mysterious. I mean, we're not supposed to know the answer to every question. But here's the thing. Tolkien sometimes talks like that, but he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean, like, that is, he can't lay off, right? There's only one thing ever that he really followed through on saying it's a mystery, and that's the Entwives. He kept answering when people asked him. He kept saying things like, "I don't know," but he does say that his theory is they're probably dead. But he doesn't know for sure. Tom Bombadil, yes and no. I mean, it depends on what you mean, right? It depends on what you mean by Tom Bombadil. Is it clear? Like, it depends on how you approach the Tom Bombadil question. Is he mysterious? Yeah. I mean, in the sense of, like, is he weird? Super weird. Is it mysterious why he does what he does and, like, who he is and what he's doing there? Yeah, he's weird. He's mysterious. Like, no, there's no good explanation for Tom Bombadil on any level, right? But does he fit into the world of Middle-earth? Like, when you're saying, okay, I'm going to back up and I'm going to look at the overall, like, metaphysical landscape and the, like, theology and history of Middle-earth, does Tom Bombadil fit in some discernible way in that? Yeah, of course he does. Like every other spiritual being that we encounter in Middle-earth. Yeah, it's not hard. Like, in that sense, he's not really mysterious. Like, who is he? What is he up to? Like, yeah, that's kind of mysterious, but it's not mysterious in the same way. It's not exactly an unanswered question. It's a question he doesn't care to answer, except, oh wait, he kind of does, right? I mean, he talks about it. I mean, like, his own story about himself gives us a bunch of his history. So he's sort of mysterious, but, yeah, I mean, in part, I sort of think that when Tolkien would talk about things like Tom Bombadil being mysterious, I kind of feel like what he was mostly responding to was the question, why did you put this dude in the book? Right? And the answer is, it's a mystery, man. Like, he's mysterious. His role in the story is a mysterious one. That's a little mysterious, right? I mean, awesome, but mysterious. Anyway. So yeah, I Tom Bombadil is a little bit mysterious, but I don't really feel he's as mysterious as all that, in every way, if you see what I mean. But as I say, Tolkien, like, couldn't let things alone. He just couldn't. Like, it's not what he was like, right? And he spent a fairly significant portion of the so it was, the mid-50s, right, when the Lord of the Rings books were coming out. And he lived almost 20 years more, right? He lived until 1973. And during those, those years, those 15 to 20 years after the Lord of the Rings was published and he died, he spent a lot of that time systematizing. A lot of that time systematizing everything. Like we talked about a couple weeks ago, we talked about the Silmarillion situation, right? And what he was doing with the Silmarillion and why he made it so hard on Christopher to publish it, or made it so difficult for him to do, I mean. But he spent a lot of his time figuring out systems that would fit the evidence, the received evidence of the published Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I think he has sort of by extension justified us asking, these questions and trying to figure it out. But anyway, meantime, I'm being hideously rude to Tolrian, the librarian, guardian, and want to be Beriaudur. So let me... Oh, yeah, I should probably select her first. Okay, here we go. All right, I got all things... I burned the tents and nobody saw me doing it. The more miserable they are, the better things are with us. Yes, plus there's a nasty smoldery smell from those polyester tents. Okay, the camp is still there, but so long as they're disorganized, they don't pose much of a threat to us. Great, yeah, no, they're... Right, I destroyed the captains. Some more than once. The slavers... Yeah, no problem. Took care of the slavers. And Corsairs live and die by the sea in their boats. Now they're trapped on the shore. Ha-ha! Okay. Use the library tokens. Oh, wait, I got library tokens? Where am I? I want to see the library tokens. I totally missed that. Where are they? Are they in currency? Are they up here? I've got so many tokens. Amroth silver pieces. I have 333 Amroth silver pieces already. Okay. No, they're not on here. Okay. They're in my inventory? Oh, there they are. Look at that. Library tokens. Okay, a token given to you for aiding the library district. Fantastic. Oh, so I use them? I use them for rep. The rep tokens. All right. Okay. Look at that. To earn acquaintance with the library. Okay. Acquaintance with the library. Oh, man. I see. Okay. So what you're telling me is I'm not just an ally of Dol Amroth. I am an acquaintance of the library of Dol Amroth. Yes, I am. There it is. Okay. So right. I am getting acquainted with my local library, apparently. Okay, so after this I can get library tokens, but they're only for barter since that's maxed. Okay, all right, I can probably ditch these shattered spears. Okay. And great. Okay. Well, that's exciting. So I can have acquaintance rep with every district in the city? My heart is full. Okay, that's wonderful. I'm going to do it. Oh, hang on. Beriaudur wants to talk to me. Do you think it's a sign of rank? Like, is Beriaudur like a senior Beriaudur? Right? Do you think it's a higher rank? Because I kind of do. Now that you have attained their respect, you will be able to watch over the library district and quell any problems that arise there. Okay, so by causing havoc in the Corsair camp, I earned the street cred with the librarians that I can quell problems in the library. So by extension, the kinds of problems they tend to have in the library district are like the problems that they have. They need somebody with proven skills to set fire to boats and stuff. I wouldn't think that would come up in the library that often, but I might be wrong. Okay. Anyway, each of the districts has its own tokens. I was hoping you would say that. Gather them up and earn their respect. Then you'll be able to serve them as well. And then, maybe then, I shall be called Beriaudur. Okay. I got a present? A Dol Amroth box. Oh, good. What is it? A warehouse token. Ooh. Okay. I got a warehouse token. I got an enhancement rune. What is it? It's a level 175. Okay, hang on. I think I can use that. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I almost did it backwards. First, I put this over there, and then where did it go? I want to do this one. Yeah. Right on. Do it. Okay, my surprise strike critical chance and backstab bonus is just moving right along here. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So, this is fantastic. I feel like I have to do every district. First of all, because the library was a lot of fun. And secondly, because I'm a completionist. And thirdly, because Dol Amroth is my favorite place in Middle-earth now. And I want every district to love me as much as I love every district. So, this is perfect. Join us on a patrol. I get to be an honorary Beriaudur. That is such an honor. Of the area surrounding the city. This will be a full march. All of the city guard participating in an exercise and show of force. This is wonderful. We shall meet outside the gate, ride to Lontir, and then loop our way back. Along the way, we shall stop to practice certain maneuvers. Oh man, okay, maneuvers. Can you tell me though, please? This is for the Court of the Fount, is it? Okay. Start the training exercise. Oh, okay. Now everybody else has their... Oh, look at the quest rings all around me. Oh, wow. Wow. That is just marvelous. Look at everybody. The Mason District. Oh, this is incredible. The bank. There's a separate set of quests for the bank. Tolrian, we've already had this talk. Yeah, we've already had this talk, Tolrian. Why do you have a quest ring again? There's no need. Okay. Okay. Let's go. I'm ready. Gryfflet is so ready. And they're all repeatable. Yeah, Phil, I think they are all repeatable. I mean, by the evidence of Tolrian, they're all repeatable. What could be better? Nope, hang on. Gryfflet. Down, Gryfflet. Down. Okay. Don't. Yeah. Training exercises. Am I ready? I am so ready. I like to think I'm ready for the training exercises. Okay. Oh, it is a dark and stormy night. Oh, everybody is doing this. Oh. I don't get to do the exercise? Oh, no. We're done? That was the quickest training exercise. It's Beriaudur. He must be halfway to the Beriaudur thing, right? It's maybe you get named Beriaudur as an intermediary step, right? So you be a Beriaudur, then you get to be a Beriaudur, and then the most senior of them get to be Beriaudurs, right? That's it. That's it. Okay, so wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, who's this Marin person? Who's this Marin interloper chap? You don't represent the library district. Speak to the soldiers? But they don't have quest rings. I can't speak to the soldiers. They won't talk to me. Are these not the soldiers? What is even happening right now? Okay. And select your target building? Okay, Mr. Library Interloper.
are troublesome times indeed.
Join me and we... Okay, so I can't talk to the commander, but I can talk to them. Beriaudur. To the library! I've selected the library as my target. Okay. All right, now Beriaudur is prepared to speak to me. Okay.
Gondor needs your aid.
Let us retake the Dol Amroth library. You press on. I will coordinate efforts from here. Okay, Mr. Faux Librarian. I'm pressing on. And everybody just scattered. Whoa. Okay. Where am I? What's happening here? Okay. I have to go into town. Okay. I've got so many quests right now. I get to recover books. I'm so glad I chose the library. Okay. All right. I'm recovering books. I'm right, Phil. I could do this quest like how many times? I counted, but I've already forgotten. There's like 10 times I could do it. Oh, man. 8, huh? But I think I have to be the library faction. And I've already earned rep. I mean, oh. Hey. So what's going on, guys? So what do I do? Defeat looters. Do I have a vandals quest? Oh my goodness, what's going on? Shattered. I do have looters. Okay, looters. Right. Oh, look at this. This is exciting. My goodness. Hang on a second now. That's just silly. I was trying to read my quests. Beriaudur. Sorry, you're not Beriaudur. You're Beriaudur. They were being rude. Okay, hang on. What's happening here? You can do the quest for any faction you have rep with. Only one quest set per day. Well, fine. I shall content myself. Uh-oh. I can't go that way, huh? Fine. All right. So I've got looters. I need to defend the fountain. 0 for 6. Does it mean I have to defend the fountain 6 separate times? Okay, I'm dismounting. I'm getting into stealth this time. We know it's rather crowded in here. Do I have a quest for Tufts? Probably have a quest for Tufts. Fine. He's just walking away and ignoring me. Got ruffians, weak ruffians. Captains leading weak ruffians. Archers. There's a dance going on. No, it's not a dance. Oh. You've got this, huh? Alright, they've got this. I'm supposed to be like, aren't you doing the library? Okay, alright. You're just vandalizing the fountain? That is so rude. Okay. Oh, seriously? You're going to knock me unconscious now? Alright. No problem. Now that I can do crits again, this is even easier. Okay. Fine. Meanwhile, it's still a dark and stormy night. Alright, so, hey, I'm supposed to... Oh, maybe it's the wrong fount or something. It's not that fountain. Because apparently... Right, okay. I better... If there are books on fire, I'd better hurry. I must be retaking the library to enter. Well, I am retaking the library, so that's fine. Oh man, I've got archers too. That is so not good. Oh no! There's a book on fire right out here in the street. I thought I had to go into the library. Stop shooting me. You're just annoying everyone. Especially me. Oh, I'm still being shot at? Okay. Darn it. Not paying attention to what's happening. Okay. No problem. No problem. Okay, this is the way I'm supposed to go. Let's see. I'm making progress, though. It's the fountain I just defended? What? Oh! The one they were chipping away at? Oh, I see. So those vandals weren't the vandals I'm looking for? Okay. No problem. Yeah, it's awfully crowded. It's funny how, you know, Dol Amroth goes straight from... Like, as soon as Corsairs actually enter the town, everybody vanishes. Like, there's nobody lounging anymore. I guess, you know, there's some people still kind of sneaking around. Okay, I need to defeat looters. Do weak looters... Oh, no, these are weak ruffians. Well, there's a dude. Urban. Okay. Hang on, I got books on fire lying in the street. Do I have to shelve them too? Is that one of the library quests? Are the Corsairs out there like, you know, shelving books in improper places? Insidious mischief, that. Might as well burn them. Okay. Now what? Where do we go? I didn't see any slavers. Well, I did see some dudes with man catchers. They were captains, though. Boy, that's a lot of people. And I can't go in. Can I go in? I think I can go in. I can go in. Okay. Here we go. Now the only question is, can I finish this quest in time to pick up my son from school? I've got a Corsair ruffian here and some archers. Might as well off them just in case I get credit for doing so. I can one-shot you, and I can come back and take out you guys. It should be with relative ease. Okay. I don't know if that accomplished anything or not. Okay, there's another captain. No, it's just I don't get any credit for them at all. Oh, here's a slaver. Let me just wait for that patrol to go by. No, never mind. There's another slaver over here I can kill in the meantime. Oh, and there's a tough. Do I have a tough quest? Okay. Oh man, I need 6 of them? Okay. I've recovered books. Do I have it? Hang on. Another patrol. Fortunately, I know my way around the library. Okay. Slaver. I can't even imagine doing this as a non-burglar. I guess I can imagine doing it as a guardian. Wigand and Yellow Line would kind of enjoy this place, but... Alright. See, it's hard because I'm unlocking doors to free scholars, and I'm recovering other books. I'm recovering books. It says I've recovered 2 of 4. No? And I need to defeat looters, not ruffians. Ruffians count for nothing. Okay. Nor the captains. Oh, come on. I don't want to fight a strong captain. You're meaningless to me. Okay. All right. Oh, I unstealthed myself on the caltrops, huh? All right, we're coming back. Let's see. Let's go upstairs. These ruffians must be guarding something interesting. Who's up here? Oh, see, they did unshelve some books. I knew it. But they could have been worse. At least they didn't reshelve them in the wrong place. There we go. Okay, we're shelving books. I'm proud to have it. Okay, there's a strong captain, but we don't care. Oh, come on, Mr. Strong Captain. Fine. Honestly, I can't be bothered with you. All right, let's do another lore question. I got 10 minutes. We could do a lore question. Okay. All right, lore question. We know the one ring is gold, but do we know what the other rings are made of, or any silver, mithril, or even other metals? JJ was asking. No idea. I do not believe there is any reference to that at all. I do not recall any, in any case. There is... Oh, look, it's a door to unlock. What's happening? There we go. You're safe now, librarians. Well, don't dash right out into the ruffians. Of course, there aren't unshelved books in there. There were librarians locked in there. They would have shelved the books while they were waiting for rescue. Nenya, is Nenya described? We're told, of course, that the ring is gold. The one ring is gold. We are told that the other rings have each their proper gem, but I don't think we are told anything about the metal that they're made out of. Yes, I do believe that the Ring of Adamant, I don't think that that is describing the metal that it's made out of. Okay. Maybe someone will make a TV show exploring the histories of the rings. It's possible, Drow Snake. But I mean, seriously, do you think anyone would be interested? Okay. I know that's where I already was. So let's see. I need to head over to the other wing. Yeah, adamant I think is another word for diamond or something similar. I do think it's referring to the gem. Yeah. All right, heading over to the other wing. Who do we have over here? So, I mean, one would certainly, could easily imagine that the rings are, I don't think they're all gold necessarily, but, oh, they were studying at this table and they left their books there? That's, well, these Corsairs stick at nothing. Okay, just checking each nook to make sure that everybody cleaned up after themselves. That's good. All right. That was 3 slavers. Yeah, I mean, Alexander, it's very possible that they're all gold. Again, I don't think we are ever given any indication. Oh, sorry, librarians, I can't let you out because I already let out my quota of librarians. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Oh, hang on, there's a slaver over there. All right. Oops, I hit the wrong button again. Once more, Gryfflet sportingly taps the dude on the shoulder instead of stabbing him in the back. Not very burglarious, Gryfflet. Why is he just whacking me with his man catcher? He's doing it wrong. Okay. Ow. More untidiness. We can't have it. At least they haven't set any fires in here. Oh. For real? Okay. Didn't want to have to slaughter the entire patrol, but sometimes I'm left with no choice. Okay. There's a strong captain. Here's another fountain that I could defend if I felt like it. There's got to be more books lying around. More books lying around? No. Okay. No. Come on now. Oh, there we go. It does. There is a reference in Of the Rings of Power in the Third Age. Cool. So Nenya's made of mithril. There we go. Maybe? I don't know. I'd want to look it up. It's possible. It might say that and I'm forgetting. I often do forget things. I could believe it. But I know there's no systematic, like, description, you know? Systematic description of the, you know, the rings and all of their substances and such. Okay. Ooh, that's 5 out of 6 slavers. How exciting. Ooh, just in time to miss that patrol. And I think, well, the patrol's over here. I could just probably, did he regen? No, he doesn't. The slavers apparently stay dead. Oh no, that means I gotta hunt him. Oh, stupid caltrops. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, I can't even leave this place because I'm in an instance and it's going to take me forever. Oh. still got to defend the... Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. No way. Okay, it says the gems, but not the metal. Okay. Thanks, Phil, for looking it up. Right, yeah. Each had their proper gem, and the adamant, ruby... yeah. Oof. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to call it. Gryfflet is going to have to... we're going to have to all imagine that we defended the library. We've functionally defended the library. I mean, I think it's tolerably clear that the defense of the library is going to be a great success. Yeah, Druid's Fire asks, how was Vilya described when Gandalf was at the Grey Havens? The mightiest of the three is how it's described. That's on his hand was Vilya, the mightiest of the three. I don't think it was physically described. But anyway, yeah, so let us all imagine Gryfflet triumphantly defending the library, as he is obviously on pace to do, with probably several other accidents along the way, because my son is going to be standing on a street corner if I finish the library now. So I shan't. But anyway, this weekend, Sunday night, I'm going to be joining a bunch of other folks to talk about the trailer. Of course, the Super Bowl trailer for the Rings of Power show is being dropped. And I'm going to be talking with a whole bunch of folks. We're going to be doing a show with OneRing.net and some other folks. It's going to be hosted, I think, on Amazon's stuff too. But anyway, so it'd be fun to... It should be a really fun discussion. There'll be a whole bunch of guests. I'm kind of their closer at the end, mostly because I have... I was informed that I have family plans for the Super Bowl and that I am not allowed to stream during the Super Bowl. So I'm going to be at my brother's house for the Super Bowl. And then after I get home from the Super Bowl, I'll be joining the discussion to talk about the trailer at that point. So anyway, you can check that out. We'll be streaming that and everything. So thank you, everybody. And I will look forward to seeing you guys. I should be around next week. Yeah, I should be around on Fridays through the end of February. Then in March, things start getting interesting with travel again. So thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.